Imagine I can defy gravity. Wait, I can't defy gravity because I'm not even floating. So yeah, I'm not even floating up in the sky actually, which honestly, yeah. Oh, which I'm speaking of defying gravity. Today, guys, I'm going to be doing my movie review on Wicked. So yeah, so I'm going to go right over here now and say, cue the intro. So yeah, and note, guys, I'm actually reviewing this movie leading up to 6 days until Wicked for Good coming out this Friday, which I'm so excited for that movie. So yeah, guys. So now I'm going to arrive here now and say, cue the intro. So yeah, which speaking of which, I'm going to be doing right now. So cue the intro. Okay, we have 6 more days until Wicked for Good comes out, which I definitely cannot wait for that movie. Which is definitely my second most anticipated movie of 2025. One of my number one most anticipated movie of 2025 being Zootopia 2, actually. Which we only have 6 more days left, which I definitely cannot wait, actually. Which is the next movie that I'm seeing in theaters this year, which I'm so excited for it. It comes out in theaters this Friday, which I'm so excited for it. So without further ado, let's get this started. So without further ado, I'm going to be reviewing this movie leading up to Wicked for Good coming out next Friday, which is going to be, or should I say, this Friday on November 21st this year. So yeah, as well. So let's get started. Hey guys, this is Evans Disney's Film Pictures on 25 here, and today, guess what, guys? And today I'm going to be doing my movie review, and this time it's going to be on Wicked, came in the year of 2024. So yeah, guys, so I'm going to read this plot on the internet right now. So yeah, guys, so basically what the plot's about, Elphaba, a green woman. I'm going to say Elphaba, a young woman, redundantly, for her, for her, I meant to say also Elphaba, a young woman with green skin, navigates life through Shiz University and forms an unlikely friendship with the popular Glinda. Their blonde deep their I meant to say their bond deepens as they encounter the Wizard of Oz, leading to the series of events um um that leading to the events of leading a series of events eventually shaped their distances and transformation, and then transform them into and even in their denies and they're transforming into the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good. So yeah, guys. So that's basically what the plot's about this movie. So yeah, guys. So yes, I do remember I did do my movie review on this movie on my original channel. Even though I did get terminated in September of this year of 2025, which at the end of September of 2025, unfortunately. But I reviewed it on my original channel on November 29th of November 29th of 2024, actually. And also and this movie is directed by John M. Chu, actually, even though I did review yesterday In the Heights, actually, another movie of John Chu that he directed, which and even though, John M. Chu did direct this movie, which and also, fun fact, guys, I did know that this movie was in development hell for so long, actually, which I did know that it was in development hell, actually, and also, this movie is also produced by Mark Plaswell and David Stone, he did, which Mark Platt also did produce, the Broadway show as well, Wicked, and he did produce the film adaptation of Into the Woods for Disney, and he did executive produce the live action remake of Aladdin, and he did produce Mary Poppins Returns, and even the live action remake of Little Mermaid, and also, and and also even though I'm gonna read the production of the movie right now, so in the 1990s, Universal received a pitch from Demi Moore, her partner Silly Toll, and even writer Linda Hamilton for a film adaptation of Gwendolyn Maguire's novel Wicked: The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West. A representative Pearl novel to L. Frank Baum's 1800 novel The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, which even though other actresses expressed interest adapting the novel, well, including Whoopi Goldberg, Claire Danes, even Salma Hayek, and even Lauren McLeaf as well, and even they had Michelle Pfeiffer, Emma Thompson, and even Nicole Kidman, and even Hamilton was actually hired to write the screenplay, and Robert Zemeckis was considered a potential director actually, which even though by 1998 Steven Schwartz successfully cursed Universal, and then head of production Mark Platt to adapt the novel into a stage musical with Whitney Houston, and joined as a librarianist as well, and even David Stone as a producer actually, which even though fun fact, I did know that Stephanie J. Block was supposed to play Wicked. I meant to say and also fun fact, I did know that Stephanie J. Block was supposed to play which I did know that Stephanie J. Block was originally going to play Elphaba, but she left the project actually, even though she was there from the start, so she got replaced by Idina Menzel, even though she first auditioned for Wicked when she started beginning performances Abneris and Disney's Aida, but and also even though I did know that Wicked, when it first came on Broadway, it did get mixed reviews, but the audience loved it, which and it became a massive phenomenon. It was everywhere. I would say that the Wicked on Broadway show is basically the Frozen back then actually, and it's still playing on Broadway to this day, which even though a Broadway show is so big, a film adaptation actually seemed inevitable, which but in 2009, in an interview with Maguire, that they stated that they sold the rights to ABC to make a miniseries of the adaptation independent, and also from Wicked independent from the stage musical. And also in 2011, it was reportedly that ABC would team up with Salma Hayek and her production company to develop the project, but even though it fell through actually, but and even though by 2011, even though fun fact the film adaptation, which in 2011 Universal began making plans of a film adaptation of the musical. Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel and even Lea Michele and Amy Adams were all rumored to be potential leads, including Holtzman and Schwartz were rumored to be potential writers, including JJ. And also, fun fact, J.J. Abrams, Rob Marshall, and even James Mangold, and even Ryan Murphy were all considered candidates for director. But however, in 2012, following the success of Les Mis, Platt announced that the film was going ahead. Later confirming the film would aim for a 2016 release, even though it didn't make that date actually. And also, after a long development, Universal announced that the film would be released on December 20th of 2019 with Stephen Daldry directing, but it was reported that he was considering Lady Gaga and Shawn Mendes for the role of Elphaba and Fiyero, which even though fun fact, I did know that Stephen Daldry was supposed to direct this movie actually. Fun fact, I did know that Stephen Daldry was supposed to direct the film adaptation of Wicked, but he left the project due to creative differences. Very similarly to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, with the original director of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Bob Persichetti, was going to direct the movie, but he did get replaced with Joe Crawford actually, which yeah, it's very similar to that, where I know that even though the main reason why Stephen Daldry left the project is mainly because of creative differences and because of COVID and because of his schedule, even though he was too busy making the indie movie, he was too busy making Together, which I think that's the title was, which yeah, and even the movie was in development hell for so long that he decided, you know what, I'm just leaving the project, which yeah. And also this movie was supposed to come out on December 20th. And also fun fact, this movie was supposed to come out on December 22nd of 2021, but it also got delayed and it also got put on hold again until Sing 2 took its release date, which yeah. And also yeah, until but in February of but in the beginning of February of 2021, John M. Chu, a few months before his In the Heights movie would be released, he was in talks to direct the film adaptation of Wicked, which yeah, and also even by 2024, Holtzman was credited as a sole writer by and even in August of 2024, it was determined by the Writers Guild of America that Donna Fox collaborated with Holtzman on the script, and Fred Madsen collaborated in additional library material, which yeah, Liberty material, which yeah. Excuse me, guys. I just burped actually. Excuse me, guys. I just burped actually. So yeah, even though in May of 2017, Short said that the film would actually feature two new songs, and also on August 21st of 2018, it was put on hold due to production scheduling, and also came into the film adaptation of Cats, even though that movie was a massive failure actually and was hated by critics, which yeah. And also yeah, and even though in November of 2021, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were both cast as Glinda and Elphaba, which were perfect casting, which I know a lot of people had doubts over the casting of Ariana Grande as Glinda, but it definitely did work actually, which yeah. And also yeah, and also even though Wicked Heights premiere at the Saddle Theatre in Sydney, Australia on November 3rd of 2024, and it was released in the US on November 22nd. It received positive reviews and became a cultural phenomenon, and also won Best Film at the National Board of Review, and also among other accolades, it also received 10 nominations at the 97th Academy Awards, and also including Best Picture, and also won for 2 Oscars for Best Costume Design and even for Best Production Design, which honestly the production design and the costume design in this movie are definitely phenomenal and very fantastic as well, which yeah. And also this movie has also a $150 million budget, and yeah, this movie also became the highest grossing Oz movie of all time and the highest grossing film adaptation of all time, and also the 5th highest grossing movie of 2024, and also was included on the list of the best musical and fantasy films of the 21st century, and also his sequel Wicked for Good will also be released on November 21st of 2025, which I also definitely can't wait to see out. So yeah, guys, so what do I think of this movie? I have to say, this is definitely my favorite movie of 2024, with number 2 being Inside Out 2 and number 3 being The Wild Robot, which yeah, I just absolutely love this movie. This is definitely an absolute phenomenal musical movie, which yeah, I was really excited for this movie. Like yeah, even though I was really excited for Wicked, which yeah, even though Wicked is also my favorite Broadway show actually, and also I listen to the songs a lot actually, which yeah. And also, yeah, but also, I absolutely love this movie as well, which, yeah, this is also my favorite movie from John M. Chu, which, yeah. Also, I forgot to mention that, Wicked is actually my favorite John M. Chu movie, which, yeah, which honestly, it might be even better than In the Heights. Even though I love In the Heights, this is actually even better. Which yeah, I'm happy this movie became a massive hit. Which yeah, but I really think that Wicked for Good is also going to be a massive hit as well, just as much as Zootopia 2 coming out later this month as well, just as much as that movie. But yeah, but also I thought Ariana Grande. To be honest, I thought Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba was a perfect casting choice as well, and she was definitely phenomenal. She was fantastic. Her singing voice was fantastic. She was so powerful, and she definitely felt like the perfect casting choice, considering that her singing it was definitely really beautiful and really phenomenal as well, and also being even fantastic and really phenomenal. And yeah, and also even though I'm not gonna say any spoilers in this movie, but that's okay. But I don't need to. So yeah, and also and even Ariana Grande as Galinda was also fantastic in this movie as well. She was absolutely phenomenal and very fantastic at the exact same time. But yeah, she was definitely the perfect casting choice as Galinda. Which yeah, and even though yes, I do know that she's going to be in the fourth Meet the Parents movie with Locker in Law, which she's going to be in that movie as well. Which I'm really hoping, and she's even going to be in the film adaptation, the animated film adaptation of Oh, the Places You'll Go, which is also directed by John Chu, which she's gonna be starring in the movie along with Josh Gad actually. Which yeah, but yeah, I just absolutely love her performance in this movie. Like her as Galinda was definitely fantastic and really phenomenal. But yeah, she was fantastic in this movie. She was really amazing. Even her singing voice was fantastic. But yeah, Ariana Grande was definitely amazing in this movie. But yeah, and even other actors like I definitely thought that Marissa Bott as Nessa Rose Fropp was also really great in the movie as well, and also even Jeff Goldblum as the wizard, as the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, which honestly he was really great in this movie. He honestly felt like he had so much fun making the movie. Like even though he's only at the ending, even though he's gonna have a bigger role in the sequel on Wicked for Good, which yeah, which also yeah, but also he was definitely really fun and really fantastic in this movie as well. And even Michelle Yeoh as Madame Morble was fantastic. She was a even though we're gonna see the rest of her villainy in the sequel actually. So yeah, and also and even the rest of the actors like Ethan Slater as Bach was also fantastic. And also Jonathan Bailey was forgot to mention Jonathan Bailey as Fiyero, which he was definitely fantastic in the movie. Which I know a lot of people have a massive crush on him actually. Yeah, a lot of people have a massive crush on Fiyero because they think he's hot actually, which I would possibly agree actually. So yeah, and also yeah, and also and even though also yeah, and yeah, he was definitely really great in the film as well. And also and even though yeah, and also fun fact Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell, I mean not Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell make a cameo in this movie, which yeah, which is very wholesome actually. And also they interact with both Elphaba and Glenda, which was, and also it also felt like they passed the torch onto them, which honestly was really sweet actually. Which yeah, and also yeah, and even the ending of the movie where after even though the ending of the movie where Elphaba actually takes off of her defying, she actually flies off, and then it says to be continued, which yeah, and also yeah, and also yeah, also I forgot to mention that this movie definitely had a massive marketing campaign, which yeah, but yeah, even Wicked for Good is also gonna have a massive marketing campaign just as much as the first movie actually. And yeah, I did get a lot of merchandise for that movie as well, just as much as the first movie, which yeah. And now let's talk about the music and the score and the songs of this movie, which the score of this movie was actually composed by John Powell, which honestly his score in this movie was phenomenal and very beautiful, which yeah, it's definitely really fantastic and absolutely phenomenal at the exact same time. Which yeah, it definitely captures that Broadway show so well. Which yeah, and it's definitely really fantastic as well. But yeah, and also and also and even now let's talk about the songs of this movie as well, which just give me a sec, guys. Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, the songs of this movie, like No One Mourns the Wicked. That's a great musical number in the movie, and even Dear World Shiz, and even The Wizard Eye was also fantastic, and also even Dancing Through Life, and even the song What Is This Feeling was, yeah, that I would say the best choreography in this movie is What Is This Feeling, that also became a viral sensation. Which yeah, that I that I that was also also all over the internet as well, and also and even the song Popular where Ariana Grande sings as Glinda sings, which she was she was really phenomenal singing that song actually, and also even I'm Not Gonna Girl was also really heartbreaking, and also One Short Day, even though they actually extended it actually, which was really exciting, and also and even Versailles forgot to mention the most iconic song in Wicked, Defying Gravity, was also fantastic as well. Which yeah, we already know the battle cry at the end of Act One, which yeah, so yeah, but also yeah, and also yeah, but now let's talk about the production design of this movie, which also definitely does look really phenomenal as well. Which honestly, it definitely did deserve to win Best Production Design and Best Costume Design. Which yeah, let's talk about the costume designs. Which honestly, the costumes in the movie look absolutely phenomenal. Which yeah, I would consider it the Barbie costume designs of 2024. Which honestly, the production design, the also the fun fact the costumes actually act like their own character actually, which honestly is fantastic. Which yeah, the costumes in this movie look fantastic and really phenomenal. And yeah, it definitely does capture that Oz feel of this movie so well. Which yeah. And now let's now back on to the production design, which honestly the production design for me is fantastic. Which yeah, even though the even though this movie has a lot of practical effects in this movie, which also look fantastic. Which yeah, which also yeah, even every location in this movie, including Oz in this movie, looks fantastic. Which yeah, even though this movie does have CGI in the movie, but it looks really impressive actually. Which yeah. Which so overall, guys, I don't have that much to say about this movie. So yeah, guys. So overall, guys, I have nothing else to say about this movie, Wicked. So yeah, guys, I haven't seen Wicked, where I've been, how I recommend it. So yeah, so I'm gonna give Wicked a 10 out of 10, spectacular. So yeah, guys. So what do you think of my movie review on Wicked? So yeah, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to like this video. So yeah, so stay tuned for next week, which I'm gonna be doing my short review on For the Bears. Not For the Bears. I meant to say, which I'm going to be doing my short review on For the Birds, I meant to say, which I'm going to be doing my short review on For the Birds, which will be on November 18th of this year. And also stay tuned for this Friday, which I'm going to be doing my movie review on Encanto, leading up to Zootopia 2 coming out next Wednesday on November 26th of this year. So yeah, also yeah, and also stay tuned for that as well. And also yeah. So yeah, guys. So I'll see. So yeah, guys, which I'm going to be reviewing Encanto on Friday November 21st this year. So stay tuned for those reviews coming this week as well. So yeah, guys. So I'll see you guys there, and bye.